So normally what we would do here is we'd pour the powder in the pot and just use the gun, but it's easier to stick it, less cleaning. Man, the mount's all fucked up. Right. Had to do a little bit of sanding. Can't believe they sent it all chipped up like that, man. Not very good quality people.
No. You even getting extra shit?
Yeah, and then don't even send half the parts with it. They sent no hardware. Nothing. This is just a little oven in the back to do little stuff. Big oven's over here. Welcome back to another episode on WWP. It's colder in Wichita, Nebraska outside, so I'm gonna try and make the best of it. We got this gearbox brace a while ago. Honestly, my truck's just it's been in and out of the shop under some warranty work, so I haven't really had the time to go ahead and put this thing on. But we're going to today. It's actually snowing outside right now, but I don't really care. I haven't shown this yet. This is the new toolbox. Finally just kind of starting to organize some stuff. I gotta put all my sockets away. I have drawers and drawers and drawers of sockets and wrenches. You know, I gotta get some organizers and started putting all my wrenches away. This is all just Craftsman stuff. You know, I want to keep only Craftsman, Snap-on, or benchtop, stuff like that in here, good shit. Kind of keep everything else just put away. But it's starting to get there. It's a work in progress. Still got to go through some stuff, but yeah, it's kind of working out. So this is everything that comes in the kit right here in this bag. But before I go ahead and start even taking anything apart or putting anything on, I remember a long time ago, everything Diesel went to go put his on, and his wasn't even the right size. So I gotta double check. I want to make sure it's the right size first. But let's kind of go over what we got going on here. So pretty much how it works is you undo your sway bar links, or not your sway bar links, I'm sorry. You undo your sway bar. You have two bolts on each side, and you unbolt it, you drop it. You don't have to take a sway bar off the sway bar links. You just kind of let it fall down. It'll tilt down a little bit. So then you bolt this guy up. You don't want to get it super tight. You just kind of get it loose, so that way you can move it around. And I can already see I'm missing something right now, which that's not good. Where the hell is that at? I know I seen it. I'm missing something, but there's a long extender shaft that screws onto the sector shaft on the gearbox. So that sits down in here, and then when you get it all bolted up, this slides into here, and there's some set screws right here. You got a set screw here, and then one here. Kind of just push it on there. It'll slide up on there like that. Grab a punch this thing sideways, turn it, lock it into place, and then it comes with a collar, which is also missing. That's cool. Yeah, I gotta find some parts before I can even start this, but let me get these things wrapped up, and then I'll get back to you. All right, guys. So I found out what was missing. It's just the shaft. This design bearing here doesn't have that coupler that sits over the top. So pretty much what happens is this guy bolts onto the shaft, or the sector shaft on the gearbox. This slides down into here, and then the two Allen heads here, they just bite this little extender shaft thing, and that's what keeps it tight. So we got our 2 bolts here to bolt into here, 2 nuts and bolts, and then we have our replacements for our longer sway bars bolts, and then we also have a lock washer, which is supposed to go on the top of this guy. Slides onto there. So I'm gonna grab some wrenches, and we're gonna go ahead and go get this thing started real quick. It shouldn't take too long. It's actually a pretty easy process. We just I actually should have taken this thing out and lined it up to the truck first before I powder coated it, because if not, I'm screwed. I just kind of wasted the powder coat and money. This is only $50 off eBay. The only reason I did that is because the bearings are the same, and the material made out of, or whatever this material is made out of, it's the same as all the other companies. So I just bit the bullet on it. All right, let's get started on it. All right, first things first, we're gonna go ahead and bust this guy loose. Wow, see how loose that was? Alright, I'm gonna get these guys out. Be careful. This thing's pretty heavy, so, you know, don't let this thing come down and smack you in the face. Alright, pretty much what I'm gonna do is I'm going to set this on top here. I'm gonna set it on top of the sway bar bushings, and I'm gonna get a bolt in it, and I'm gonna lift it up, so that way I'm not trying to, you know, I can use the bolts to kind of guide it. Okay, so pretty much what I got going on here is I don't have them threaded in all the way. I don't have it tight because if you look here, it's not lined up right now. So you can move it around a little bit. So that way you can kind of get it center. You can slide it back. Might have to loosen it up just a little bit more. But yeah, leave it loose. I'm gonna end up having to do, I'm buying all kinds of stuff for the front end of this truck. Obviously you guys can tell I'm trying to get everything blue. So got some fresh ball joints in it right now. That helped out a lot. Alright guys, so I screwed up. I was thinking that I was going to be able to get a wrench on here with the brace on, but I couldn't. So I took it off, got this guy on, put some thread locker on the inside. I've always had a problem with my nut and lock washer coming loose. Camera died and I get really irritated, so I put it on the charger, just let it roll. Really quick before it dies again, because it's barely got any battery. Everything's in. Like I said, I took it back out, put the extender on the sector shaft here, and then kind of tightened up these two a little bit, not all the way. And then I ended up tightening these guys, cranked this down. Everything's in. I think it looks pretty good. Everything bolted right up. I'm gonna go do a little test drive here, but pretty much what I did, like I said, is I had the sway bar down here, and I kind of used my knee like this, kind of like held this side up, put my arm here, grabbed a bolt, put it in, grabbed my impact, kind of let it tight a little bit, or got a little bit tight, and then put two here, let it loose, slid this over the extender shaft, and then put some thread lock on everything, and everything's in, and I think it looks good. I just hope it works as good as it looks. We're gonna go do a little test drive real quick, and I'll let you guys know my honest opinion. I'm not here to, you know, hype any companies up. I'm here for honest opinions. So I'm gonna go grab my keys, start this thing up, let it warm up real quick. And all right, well, we're about to go for a little test drive real quick. Trucks, I wish I would have had my camera, because it's kind of cold here right now. My gauge up, look at my fuel mileage. I don't even drive far for work anymore. I literally drive 1 mile a day for work, and I try and not drive this thing as much as possible. I usually use a company vehicle, but sometimes I have to. But my temperature reader is not, my thermometer, temperature reader, whatever, it's not working. It just stopped working. But I wish I would have had my camera, because I came out here and started. It's pretty freaking cold, dude, and this thing sounded so badass, just that firing up on that cold start. I love the sound of it. But truck's doing good. 128,000 right now. Like I said, I barely ever drive it. I bought the truck last year. I bought it in September of 2019. I had 99,000 on it, and I put like 16,000 miles on it in like 5 months. I drove to Florida. I was moving back and forth to the UP. Like, we were all over the place. So enough of the chit chat. We're gonna go do a little drive real quick, and we'll see how she is. My front end feels super tight right now, almost like it's really hard to steer. I don't know if that's going to be a good thing or a bad thing, but let's do a little drive. Radio is working all right. Not my style. I actually found a bezel online that I'm gonna buy. Found it, it's like 58 bucks. It came with the, you know, the 7-inch cutout. So this road right here is usually pretty rough, so we'll see what we got going on here. Kind of want to just drive and let the wheel do its own thing. Hitting some pretty big bumps. The road is just completely screwed over here, so oh yeah, oh my god, wow. I wasn't expecting a difference at all. Like, everything I've put on this truck, other than a turbo and a tune, has not been what it was described to be. The outcome has never been what everybody said it has been. But for a $50 gearbox, yeah, I'm gonna run that. Does this guy have no? Oh, okay. I thought, yeah, he doesn't have a window. Huh. That's crazy. That I'm 110% impressed with this. I mean, it feels like I don't really have any play. I mean, yeah, there's a little bit of play back and forth, but it's, I mean, I'm on 14 wides on 35s. I had 2-inch spacers, but I took my wheels off to go get an alignment, so I had to put my stocks on, take the spacers off, and I like the spacers, but right now, since I kind of have to drive it sometimes in the winter, it really sucks with 14 wides on spacers. It's not fun, especially around here on these Michigan roads. Like almost every road around me is it's just destroyed. They're screwed. So I'm just on like the normal 14 wides right now. Still like the stance though. Still like it. Still looks good. So, ooh, we got an old Dodgy fucking flying up on us. Yeah, I'm satisfied with it for sure. It was usually back there where we were going, the right side of the road is just completely destroyed. I mean, it's pothole after pothole and little mounds of tar and all kinds of stuff. And normally when I drive past that, I'm like this. I'm all over the freaking road, back and forth, trying to recover from that Grand Canyon jump in the middle of the road. So I let go of the wheel and went over it, and the wheel stayed straight. So I'm impressed. Like I said, I paid 50 bucks for this thing. I took it to my old job when I was working there at the time. I powder coated it sky blue. Everything underneath this truck is going to be going sky blue. I do have some stuff coming up that I don't want to say anything about it yet, but I'm going to have a lot of work coming up for this thing, and it would be really cool to have you guys join me. I mean, I do have a lot of knowledge on a lot of things, and I think maybe I could help people in the future with stuff. And I mean, if I can't help you out and you know something I don't, I mean, I appreciate the interaction. I have had some help from some followers before, but I want to ask you guys to, if you like this video, just smash the thumbs up button. It really, really, really helps these videos. It helps us, it helps me, it helps everybody. It helps get videos out there, and it just, small YouTubers like myself, I mean, we obviously have dreams, and it's nothing that nobody can't do, and it's something that I really want to do. But yeah, just smash the thumbs up button if you like this video. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. It all helps. Everything helps, and I can't even stress enough, I mean, how much I appreciate everybody that's gotten me to where I am so far. So the more that people interact with me, the more cool stuff I can do. I got some huge plans for the summer. The winter's just kind of crappy right now. Everybody's recovering, but I appreciate you all. I'm going to grab some food, get some dinner, wake up, go to work tomorrow, and figure out what my next plan is. Whatever's coming in first is what's going to happen. So I'm thinking I might do a little pull off this light right here real quick. It's pretty snowy out and wet on the road, but I like hearing the truck. It's fun. So yeah, stay tuned. Thank you, everybody. I will put a link in the description below to the part, to the company name. I always do for most parts I buy. So stay tuned. We'll see you later. We are spinning.